And welcome back to the show. Now, we always love to give you adoption updates with pictures and us telling you their story. But today we have a story that was so incredible, we wanted our guests to tell it themselves. Joining us today are a beautiful family who we are so fortunate for you guys to be here in the studio with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you for inviting us.
Of course, yeah. So first of all, I see little Weston's very excited for his TV debut. Can you guys introduce yourselves a little bit and tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Annie Montgomery. I'm a teacher at South Mountain High School. And Troy's my son.
Yes. I'm Troy. I'm currently attending SCC and have many wonderful pets to call family when I'm home. So.
Oh, that's great. I know. I heard that you guys have quite a little zoo going on.
Yes.
So tell us about how you guys first learned about Weston and what prompted you guys to come and meet him.
Well, I was reading the newspaper, and they always have the photographs in there that say, "Here, come adopt this pet." And I saw him, and he really didn't look too exciting, but when I saw that he was $20, I got nervous, because I thought once they get to that state, and then the article had said he'd been there a long time. So I called Troy and I said, "Oh my gosh, look at this picture. His name is Weston. Should we go get him?" And he said, "Yes." And we went running down to the Humane Society with the picture. And we said, "We're here to get Weston." And the only thing is the lady there said, the article didn't tell you the whole story about Weston, and that he was sick. And he had very bad ear infections, and he'd be on special food his whole life. And he'd been found in a hotel with 29 other cats. They were abandoned. So that's why he's named Weston. They named them all after hotels, apparently. And anyway, we went in and sat down, and you can tell the rest.
We came in, sat down, and we figured out soon the problem with him was just maybe his ears, a little bit of too gunky stuff, but it was all good. We came in and they introduced him to us, and he just went ahead and just fell in love with the rest of everyone. And to make a long story short, he came into our lovely home, and we've been taking really well care of him ever since.
I'm going to say something. I hope you don't mind. Troy is my foster son. He was my student, and he became my son. And when we found Weston, we asked, all the other cats got adopted, and we said, well, didn't anybody ever want Weston? And they said yes, but when they found out about all his problems, they said no, and they didn't want to take him home. And Troy said, he's just like me, Mom, no one wanted me either. And that's how we got Weston, because we went, okay, we have a cat now.
Yes, exactly.
Can you tell us a little bit about the emotions of actually adopting him and giving him that forever home?
Well, I want to say it's just like, what would I do if I knew that was me in that cage? And that's what I wanted to give back to him, a home that I always wanted.
Awesome.
Weston is deaf, by the way, but he doesn't seem to know it. It doesn't seem to bother him at all. He is the kindest, gentlest cat I've ever had. If you sit in our living room, he will hurl himself into your lap at any moment. He's being kind of shy right now, but he really is a wonderful cat, though he did, he still has ear issues, and he's work. But I think in the grand scheme, he's kind of brought us all together. The whole family knows we have to take care of Weston every night. So.
Of course, and we know that animals can teach us some things. What has he taught you guys?
More responsibility than usual, yeah, definitely.
Perseverance, I think. He doesn't seem to know that there's anything wrong with him. He's happy all the time. And I said I've had lots of pets in my life. He's been the most labor-intensive, as he scratches his ear. But it doesn't matter. I would have done it again, and I think Troy would have too. That he's just been a lovely addition to our home. Well,
speaking of lovely, you guys have a lovely story, and you're a lovely family. Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you, Weston, for being so great.
Hi, Weston.
Make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to introduce you to the cute little duo over here right when we get back.